Hey guys, it's your boy Mixoid here, and today I wanted to talk about Asseto Corsa Rally. So I just wanted to do like a quick review. I've already did some videos on my channel of just me learning how to play, because I've never really played a rally game before. I mean, if you guys remember the On Live, I played Dirt. I think it was Dirt Rally or something on the On Live. Remember when that was a thing, and it was a pretty terrible experience, which is probably why the On Live went bust and got bought out. But essentially, I thought, oh, I saw loads of people talking about it, because I do follow some racing stuff, because my brother's really into racing, but I also really enjoyed like Project Cars when that was a thing, particularly like the old-fashioned tracks in Project Cars 2 was I really enjoyed it. And I tried the new Forza Motorsport, but the idea of having to grind cars really put me off. But in Asseto Corsa Rally, you don't have to grind cars, you just choose a car you want and just drive. So I've just got a backdrop of probably my best run on the full dirt track in Wales. I'm playing on a Xbox controller, so I will say it's very hard to feel when you're losing control of the car just because it's an Xbox controller. You don't get the force feedback. My brother does have a force feedback wheel that I might use, but for the moment I'm using the controller. One thing to note is you can change this, but the controller is very twitchy. So when you're making small inputs, like you see on the screen, my steering wheel moves about really fast just because of how quickly the guy reacts and moves the wheel. But I think you can change it, although now that I'm used to how twitchy the wheel is, I'm actually completely fine with the default settings. I don't know if you can change, if you want to change it, you can. So I've only really played on the asphalt track, mainly with the Mini Cooper S, I think it's the Alfa Romeo, the old Alfa Romeo, I can't remember what it is, the 1300 Junior, and this car, which is, if I remember right, the Abarth Rally. So yeah, this is so much fun. There's only 2 tracks in the game. There's 10 cars total. One track being asphalt, the other track which I'm driving and I've only really driven is the dirt track. On the dirt track, I'm not sure if it's the same for the asphalt, because there are like sub-variants of the tracks, but on the dirt track there is a sub-variant of the track that isn't the main track, and it's a lot more difficult. I made the mistake of trying to drive that first, and it was way too difficult for me. I just kept spinning out, even in the Mini Cooper, just because I have no experience in rally driving. But yeah, like the way the car feels on the track, and actually having to understand you can't just go full throttle as you go around a corner, because you just spin out. You've got to be careful you're braking, and each car has different, you feel the centre of weight. So when you go around a corner in like the Mini, you have to wait for the Mini to settle down, to get its centre of mass to centre. If you're going up next to a corner, you've got to brake. If you brake your centre of mass off centre, then you just lose control of the car and spin out, which is great fun. It's really hard to master, coming from just Project Cars and a bit of Forza, but this is a great sim. I wish it had more tracks. I really hope they don't take really long developing tracks for this game. I think I've seen that Asseto Corsa Evo, which didn't do so well on release, that has had a slower development time, so I'm hoping it's not the same with Asseto Corsa Rally, especially considering the great reception it's gotten. So hopefully that will be good. And yeah, so in terms of how this performs, so I've got a pretty high-end PC. I've got a 5080 with a 9950 X3D and 64 gigs of 6000 MHz RAM, and I'm running this on, I believe, an NVMe. I think this is on my NVMe SSD. I've also running this with DLSS, just because in a game like this, because you're moving so fast, it's not a problem. And also, this is a pretty good DLSS implementation. With the DLSS, you can actually change the resolution scale, so it's not just like high, ultra, quality, ultra quality, performance, and balance. You can actually just set the scale. I saw some videos of people running at like 33% resolution scale with some of the different options, and It's pretty playable for lower end machines if you're prepared to compromise image quality. On the 5080 though, I'm running at 1440p. I'm getting well north of 100 FPS. So it's great performance. I've seen some people complain about performance on like multi-screen monitors. So if you're running the game across multiple monitors, I hear that the performance is like pretty terrible, and it's a problem with the engine at the moment. That supposedly they're going to fix. So I think I heard. Like I was watching a video of a guy, and he was running at like 3 1440p monitors, and he was having to run on like low or ultra low or something ridiculous, and the game doesn't look too good at those settings, although completely passable. Although you will notice if you get really close up to objects that they are low resolution. But at the setting I'm playing at, like I've shown to people, and other than the UI, and the only giveaway that this is a game and not real life is really just the people animations, and like the people models are not that great. So yeah, so this is my best run of the game. We're coming to the end of the race. I've particularly been practicing on the last half of this track because it's so bumpy going down these hills. So it's really easy to lose control, and you really got to learn when to use your throttle and how to turn and when to brake. But yeah, so I really hope we get some. I hope we get some more modern cars. I'd really like to see some stuff between like 2000, 2010, 2015, those sort of cars. Like I'd like to see like a Renault, for example. But yeah, this is great. There are 2 or 3 modern cars, but most of the cars are like Group B and whatever 3/4 is. I'm not a rally expert, but that's what the game says. This car is a 3/4. But yeah, so that's pretty much my review. I'll let the game run to the end, so we've only got a few minutes left. Usually at the very end I crash as I go across the finish line, but this time I actually managed to keep it under control. As you saw there, like I nearly lost control and I had to come off the throttle to keep the car straight, or to get it back straight. Yeah, I love the feeling of the roads. I haven't tried asphalt yet, but dirt feels amazing. Graphics are amazing. Performance is good, but I'm really on a high-end machine, so I mean, usually I avoid stuff if people say that it performs poorly, but this performs, so I've heard, great, assuming you're not an edge case. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Here I come across the finish line, and yeah, bye-bye.
Slowing and stop the marshals.